Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burton. We got an awesome show planned for you guys tonight. I want to ask a question that been running across my mind lately because you have different videos. I know you guys have seen the viral video with a student getting into it with a teacher. I think it was up in North Carolina. Was that North Carolina? Did that happen? Teacher with a big booty.
Yeah, don't get me lying, Poochie.
But I think that was it. I'm trying to put in this calling number. But I know everybody's seen that. And what came across my mind was, I know a lot of people that are me. You know, I'm single myself, divorcee, and I know a lot of folks that have children, and I don't even know that young lady is from, you know, a single family home or whatever. But I just want to know from a behavior standpoint, has that caused any challenges to people? Because I know a lot of times people, a lot of people are single with kids and they're dating. Mm-hmm. And from a behavioral standpoint, I want to just, you know, find out, hey, is that something that's been caused issues with you in regards to dating? Because I've heard all kinds of stories. I remember back in my day,
right,
you used to hear the thing about the package deal. They want me, you got to take my kids with a package. Now we all know what that package might have got sent back to damn Amazon or UPS by now. That bad,
terrible package.
That bad mother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we're gonna discuss that again tonight. You know, does your child's behavior affect you in dating? Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother?
Man, living the dream, baby, living the dream.
Big dreams, right?
Absolutely. Also, what's up to my other producer, Slick 316? What's up, Reek?
What's going on?
Yeah, Lab so happy he don't forgot to put the Misfits radio thing up. Man, listen, guys, listen. Your boy on Cloud 9, man. You guys know I'm the owner of Majestic Business Service. I'm an accountant by profession. We just wrapped up our 22nd tax season. Hey, man, we just wrapped it up. So listen. From both my tax business, Majestic Business Service, and Majestic Accounting and Tax Services, man, I just want to tell everybody again from the bottom of my heart, extend a great thank you. We did it, man, and we shut it down after Tuesday. Anybody knows I'll be back in the office next week, man, so right now we done shut it down, but from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell everybody thank you. But the subject matter, again, we're talking about tonight, we don't talk about changing lives, where we talk about motivational, parenting, things like that. Personal professional development, but tonight's show we're discussing, does your child's behavior affect you in dating? We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Changing Lives YouTube channel, so if you get a chance, go to Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burton. You can put Deonte Burton in your search on YouTube. That is the main hub. We have over 600 videos on that YouTube channel, so if you come in late, have to leave, you need to go back and try to find something out, go to Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burton on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I hope you guys will enjoy.
That's right.
Again, going back to that, you know, I remember that, man, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I was married 20 years, but I heard plenty of women talk about the package deal.
Right.
You want me, you got to take my kids, we come together. And it, just say if you F around and take that damn deal. And, you know, and you sit there and see, okay, damn, this package is really... You know what I'm saying?
This a damage.
Yeah, you can't send that shit back.
Right.
You know? And you sitting there stuck with this situation. She fine. She do all the stuff you like. You know what I'm saying? Make you giggle and all that kind of stuff. But you got a little JoJo. I'm telling you something, funny story. I do remember this back when this before I got married. I first got in the Army. Nice, fine girl. She was over there, stayed over there off Memorial Drive.
Okay. When you first got home from the Army?
First got home, I met her at the bounce, man. Met her at the bounce.
The old bounce.
Yeah, I met her at the bounce, man. Went over there, Memorial Drive. I get over there, she looking good. Man, probably 5 minutes later, ugly little joker walk in there. Ugly! Why he was ugly? And he had them rotten teeth, them caps.
Oh, Lord.
He was so damn ugly.
Right.
And I remember that little boy, he had a little pea head. He's like, who is that? You know, they say, what is that? He's like, who was that? That's my baby. He come over there. Leave my mama alone. He getting in between her. Scooting down. And see, I'm already caught off guard. Now, one, the ugly hell.
Right.
And then I'm like, damn, what the hell she lay up to make this mother? You know what I'm saying? What the hell did she breathe with? You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? This little joker here, woo. You know,
He was rough all the way around.
Man,
all the edges was rough.
Man, he was effed up. It ugly little. Ooh. And he got him
between. Supposed to call little kids ugly.
Man, little boy. And I'm pretty sure he grew up an ugly man. But I'm sitting here like, man, come on now. But I just remember just that situation. You be like, man, I can't go nowhere with that damn girl and this little damn gremlin.
They gonna think that's my baby.
Yeah, I don't even give a damn they thought it or not. They probably damn put a little leash on him, like that's a cute little puppy. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was ugly as hell.
Hey, sidebar. The other day on the other show, comedy show, he said there was a guy, I forget what he said, I want to say he was in North Carolina, that sits outside the Walmart in a chair with one of them megaphones telling all the people with ugly kids, ooh, that's an ugly child. That's all he do all day. He just yell out how ugly all the children is that's walking into Walmart. And he saying some awful things to these people and them children.
Well, we ain't gonna go, ain't gonna go too deep into that. I'm gonna leave a little, that was a little damn
that
thing.
Was just a side note.
He just came in, man. But, he was a little joker, man. But I was just thinking about that, and it was the ugliness aside.
Young Queen Callie said she shouldn't be dating. She should be dating.
He was a nice little ugly boy and a nice little guard dog. All in one. But that was one of the things I was just thinking about. But that's how he looked more, just like hell, I was a grown man just be coming in, bucking at me.
Right.
Yeah. And see, that's what I want to discuss tonight. We're discussing, does your child behavior affect you in dating? Guys, I want you guys to call in. We got a call in number 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. Give us a call anytime if you have any experiences where you say, okay, and listen, you can call anonymously. You don't have to give your name, Red Rover, Blue Falcon, whatever the hell you want to be.
Right.
Cool with me. Right. But if you have a situation where your child have affected you, his or her affect you, had an effect on your dating, call in. Or if you've noticed someone else or something, it doesn't necessarily be you, but just want to have a conversation about that, because what I think a lot of times people speak on certain things, because I looked at the video with the young lady, and you be thinking, and what I'm always looking at is, how responsive these kids are today. And it's not a thing about a kid have to be, in love with who's the mom or dad or dating and everything. But number one, be respectful.
Right, respect.
And we understand different situations. We're going to get into that. We'll may bring certain things about, depending on how the parents broke up, how the relationship the parents have. We can discuss that, but just, if you got this hindrance of this child and what kind of situation, because we love our children.
Right.
I love mine. I got 4 boys and stuff like that. And I never will try to sit here and try to bring my kids in a situation where, this, forget your mama, this your new mama, anything like that. But at the end of the day, no matter who I bring around my children, I expect my children to respect. That's an adult.
Right, that's an adult, regardless of how old they are.
This lady is a lady, so you still never gonna be that. I don't give a damn how you feel about me and your mom or whatever. And that's never been an issue with me. But I don't think enough conversations are had like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of thought is given into prior to, because initially you don't see. Sometimes what was that damn Tyler Perry movie? Dudes on the bus. Your mom was on the bus, and she was saying she had the kids, and he was like, I got them too, and they go meet at the park. Ain't how shit you happen. You know what I'm saying? So ideally, you
that's
might
Tyler
see.
Perry world,
That's his fairy tale. The woman see the fine guy, the guy see the fine woman. They mix and mingle, and they like, yeah, I got kids and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, cool, I got it, whatever, this, that, and that. But they don't say, look, I got this demon seed, I got this dragon, I got this damn, maybe possible serial killer.
Right.
None of that shit is brought up. You know what I'm saying? And
let me ask you a question. We're talking about little kids. What about kids? What about dating as us? We're older. So
I said child.
Right.
I said child.
Oh, okay.
So this shit ain't age specific.
Okay. I'm finna say, because we're older. So 9 times out of 10, the women we date gonna have older children.
Yeah. No, I
at
said
home
child.
sometimes. Because I know if I was dating, if I was out there, like my children was around while I'm dating, my daughter would be the problem. She is reckless. But she been in prison, so she's straight thug.
Would affect it, yeah.
Right. So her attitude is real reckless. So I would have to check her like every day. But when it comes to girls, sometimes daddy is they love their life, but I know she would be reckless. I don't think my sons would be too much, but I know for a fact, I could bet you a cold check, she would be flat out reckless. But luckily she lives in Florida, so I don't have to worry about that.
Well, two though, lad, but we're gonna go into the discussion with it. It doesn't have to be to the point of how they affect with the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Just say they a fool at school, they a fool in the street, they a fool at church. Like, I'm just saying that I'm not limited to how they interacting with the significant other, because they might just be cool with you,
Right.
you know, but outside of the house, they act a nut, and that's gonna cause confusion because, you know, you sitting there with her, and you're like, okay, you at the crib, you ain't tolerating it, we got structure in, well, we at the crib, whatever. Y'all go out in the street, because if you with this woman, and her child's cutting up, that's a reflection on you. Right. You can see her, they ain't mine. Well, shit, you with them? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, I want to have this discussion because I know, and people, please, I want everybody to call in, give your story, 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. I know everybody has a different story, right?
There you go.
That was fast. Change your lives. Who am I speaking with?
Veronica.
Hey, what's up, Veronica? You got a story?
I got a story.
Okay, talk to me.
All right, so I was dating this guy, and he did have a daughter. She was, at the time, she was like 6 or 7. He was divorced. So she, of course, didn't like that he had somebody else. When I would call, we would do FaceTime or whatever. She would either walk by and flip the phone down or tell him, this is my time, you know. And, you know, I know she was a little kid and she was going through the transition of losing her mom and he had custody of her. But it caused a lot of rift in our relationship because, I pop kids. You know what I'm saying? I get kids together. I don't have kids disrespecting adults. And it seemed like he had a hard time trying to please me and make her happy. And that, you know, in the end, it just didn't really work out. But he just didn't know how to check his daughter because he was overcompensating for her mother not being there. So he allowed her to do certain things. And really honest, even though I have children, I really don't want to date men who got little kids. And I know that may be sounding like, how you gonna say that and you got kids? But that's just my preference. Like, I just don't want to. I don't mind being a stepmom. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to do it with little kids. They kind of hard in relationships. I just don't want to do it.
Let me ask you a question. Is it unrealistic to have expectations? Just say that a person that the parental parent who has the kids that they can change them? Is that an unrealistic expectation with doing it?
No. I think she can. I think she could have been. I mean, she eventually got better, but I still remember how she was and how she can be.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? She's 9 years old now, and I stayed around a little while, and she, you know, once she knew who I was and was around me and saw the person I was, she kind of lightened up. But she still had her moments where she could be kind of rude, and he dismissed it. And if I said something about it, he would, you know, say, well, she a child and this and that. I was like, no, but this is the age and the stage that we prepare them and teach them, you know, things about right and wrong. And this right here is wrong. You need to say something to her. And, you know, I don't think it was a big deal to him, but I think that's going to prevent him in the future from dating.
Okay.
Or he's going to date, but he's not going to be able to keep somebody with this little girl doing the things that she do.
Gotcha. I know you said you probably wouldn't do it again with a smaller child, but just say, coincidentally, you run across Prince Charming, and you're like, okay, look, I see he got the little demon seed right there, but I really like him. What would be something that you would look for? Just say, and you don't. Let me back up. You know it's a little child. What would you be looking for being more proactive? Just to say, would it be something in conversations you would have? You know, just look.
No, I want to interact. I want to interact with them. I want to see what have him, the mother, whomever, have instilled in them as a young child. Like, like for instance, my kids, they just not disrespectful. They just don't. I'm sure they know how to be. They just don't do it. Like they just respect adults. So I like to see that, in all kids. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Walk in the room and speak. I would be on the phone with him, and this little girl wouldn't open her mouth.
I got you.
And just kick the phone over.
Okay, that's unique.
So that was, so when I think about dating and somebody got a little kid, I'd be like, I'd be slick, like, I'm a try, but I'm like, I don't got time to deal with people's kids. People don't teach their kids manners, and I don't got time for it.
I got you. One last question. Would you be receptive to any criticism? Just say spin the table. Because, just like, how every story got this side, that side. Would you be receptive to any criticism that a person may have with yours that you don't necessarily see or agree with?
Yeah, I would be open to it because, my kids could, even though I don't have small kids, but they could have or did some things that I didn't see, and I would love somebody, if they see my kids being disrespectful or say something out of line, anything, to please let me know so I can check it. And I'm going to make sure I check it in front of them so that person knows that I care about how they felt when that happened. And that was important for me, for him to say something to her while I was on the phone, in the room, or whatever, so she knew that what she did wasn't right, and he handled it with me being there. Him saying, I'm going to call you back and handle her wasn't acceptable for me, because all he probably did was pat her, hugged her, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he handled it. So I had a problem with that as well. But, I'm open to somebody letting me know about my child, too.
I got you.
For sure.
I got you. Cool. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in, and giving that, sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Take care of yourself, and make sure you subscribe to Changing Lives on YouTube.
I do already.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, ma'am. Take care, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. You know what's funny, like kind of like, we had the show about when I was talking about my ex-in-laws, and a lot of times I think that was a good point when people can correct like family members, like family members or something like that, disrespect the person you with, and it's kind of even with the kids. If I think it was a key thing. What she said is that if a person don't necessarily address, they ain't say they can do it, that they're going to address a situation. But if they don't do it around you, and they say I'm gonna do it, that shit can come off as dismissive,
or dismissive, or maybe the person that you saying you're gonna do it, that they disrespected may feel that you didn't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I thought that was very important when she said in regards to the way someone handles it. Make sure, hey, look, at least do it around me so I have some kind of feeling, because that impacts the way I see you. If I'm kicking it with you, like whatever, because I used to go through that a lot with my ex-wife. Like, I used to get, disrespect. Hey man, talk to your folks. After a while, I ain't give a damn. Now I'm gonna check them. And you really want to kind of not go there. Hopefully they can say something to kind of address it, whatever, and you feel like, okay, cool. This like it was mentioned, you got my back. But when you say, hey, I'm gonna take care of it, I'm gonna take care of it. Well, you say you're gonna take care of it, but they still feel this damn comfortable to keep doing the same stuff. That's when problems come up, and I think that's very, very important with children. Like I said, I do want to get this precursor. I know she was bringing up that younger kids. We talking about all kids too. This would be 0 to damn 30 or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so, because everybody had different levels of impact. Because I've ran across women with older kids, and you got Junior still walking around. Junior 28, 29, draws. What up? What up, D? Yeah, what up, D? Now I'm talking about it. Just in the drawers. Strong aroma of blunts everywhere. Private hanging out the bottom of the drawers. What up, D? Man, what up, D? You know what I'm saying?
He said, what up, D?
What up, D?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Man, tuck your thing back in your underwear, buddy. Shoot. You know they walk around twirling their little dreads and twirling their dreads, scratching them. Man, what the hell, grown ass man.
But let me say this though. A lot of times, like you said, with the young lady, a lot of times we're so used to what's going on with around us and with us, sometimes we don't see a problem with it. We don't see anything to address until somebody brings it up. And then what happens generally then is because we don't see it and because we haven't had a problem with it, we get defensive. And that messes up a relationship. That can mess up a dating situation too, because there was a video on Instagram. And I don't know if it was real or not. It could have been just something that was just done. A guy was breaking up with a girl because her son was bad. And he was on video. It's like, she was like, "You breaking up with me? Oh, because of my son?" He's like, "Yeah, because your damn child bad as hell." Like, he was hitting them and everything. He's like, "Your child bad as hell. Like, I don't want to be around this badass child." Like, and the girl's like, "Well, he just a child." And he's like, "So what? He's still bad as hell." Yeah. So a lot of times we don't see. We may not see it, or we may be immune to it, or we may be ignoring the behavior of our children.
That's a very, very valid point you just brought up, Lab, because sometimes my normal and your normal can be totally different,
right,
and everything like that and stuff. So, and that's very important how receptive people are to that kind of stuff, because again, like I said, you might not see nothing wrong. See, my man right there, he put on here, he's like, we grew up to speak our minds. That's one of the things about it. When people, were doing it, that could be interpreted. Or once I got a call. Thanks for calling Change Lives. Who am I speaking with?
It's Kia from Texas.
What's going on, Kia? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
Fantastic. So if you had a situation where the child's behavior affects your dating, or you seen something?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm kind of just piggybacking off of a few things that you guys have said, and then I'll tell y'all a little bit about me.
Okay.
So based on what Veronica said about trying to date a man that is like a single father, especially for a daughter, I think that as single parents that they really do tend to overcompensate, and so therefore the children may be disrespectful. I wasn't dating somebody, but I was babysitting somebody's daughter, and she was 4, and because of some things that I guess maybe she heard him refer to her mom as, it made her not really have respect for women just in general. And that was problematic, of course, because she's going to be in contact with a lot of women throughout her life, and she is a young woman at the end of the day. And he definitely wasn't even the type to where he was going to be receptive to me saying, "Yo, this is a problem."
Yeah.
So I just stopped working with them and babysitting the child. And then you guys just brought up a point of people being immune to it, or that being their normal, so therefore they don't see anything wrong with it. I work as a therapist. I'm a skills development therapist for children and families, and so I work with a lot of parents that have children with oppositional disorders or defiant disorders or whatever, and they really do tend to ruin their parents' social lives. And a lot of times what it seems as though is that either the parent is with someone that doesn't feel comfortable to intervene, or the parent isn't allowing that person to intervene to the capacity that it needs to happen. So let's say if it's a single mom with a son and she's dating a man, she won't let the man discipline her child, or maybe she just doesn't see anything wrong with it at all, and it's behaviors that need to be nipped in the bud very early on. So it does happen a lot, and it looks different for different people, but like you've said multiple times, it's across ages, and I think that it's far more harmful whenever the kids are older versus whenever they're like under that, because that's just jealousy, and this is my mommy or my daddy. But once they get 10 and 12 and 15, and they're getting disrespectful to you and the partner, that causes a lot of friction.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question from a professional standpoint. 2 questions. The first one is, with that said, when will be, because people have different viewpoints, how they feel about certain things. I know when I went through you go through a divorce, they make you do the parenting class, and they recommend that the parent doesn't let their kids see anybody new they're dating for 1 year after the divorce or whatever. That was the barometer that was on the video. But from a professional standpoint, when is it okay for, and I don't know if it is an answer, a specific answer, when is it okay for a parent to say it's okay for this person to not necessarily physically discipline, but kind of correct or check the child? Is it a certain time that you can say like is okay for that, or is it case by case?
Yeah, well, it is definitely not a certain time for anything. But I do think that, like, the most important part is building a relationship with the child to where the child even respects your actual input. So I don't know how long that can take, depending on the kid, because a lot of them, they're really as receptive as you allow them to be, but a lot of adults don't really know how to talk to kids. So like once you're able to build a relationship with them, and be able to be a person that they feel like they can listen to and feel heard in exchange, then I think that that's a good time to try to implement more authoritative roles, I guess.
And what if a child? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, just shed light on me. I was just just in my ignorance, and just still looking. I never would have deemed that being a disorder. I just would have just deemed it just being
badass kids.
Exactly. So, but with that said, what if to that point, you're trying to build a rapport, you're trying to, hey, I'm going above and beyond. I done sat here and just try to sit down and, hey man, how was school? Hey, this, that, and that. I've been Mr. Nice Guy, whatever. And this kid still being an a-hole, whatever, for whatever reason. Mad at daddy, mad at mama, mad at world, whatever, for whatever reason. You've tried to go above and beyond, to be okay, be cool. You ain't trying to replace, ain't trying to be a step parent. You're just trying to be friendly, just build some kind of bridge. And this kid is never, ever, ever receptive to it. When is it a point? Because like I said, we're talking about them kids, the behavior affect you in dating. When is it a point where like, is that something that just every person just say, look, just quit, or should the parent? I don't know if you can answer this. Should the parent just say, well, listen, my child ain't gonna never like no damn body. I'm just gonna date who I want to date. Because I know the other person can just, they can just say, well, screw it, I ain't want to deal with it. Is there a time where the parent could just say, listen, I can't make this damn child happy, and I die trying. So I'm just had to put their feelings to the side. Is that feasible, doable, anything like that, or can you say that?
Well, so that is a great question, and it's a loaded question, right? So what I will say is sometimes kids have bad vibes. It is that simple. Kids suck sometimes, it's just like, damn, bro, like, what's wrong with you? Sometimes it's like that, but a lot of times it is that the child already has recognized a deficit in their parent, and this new person is removing additional attention that they may not have been satisfied with getting from the beginning. And then a second part to that is you really can, like, now don't get me wrong, you may not be a child's best friend, or you may be their best friend, but they don't see you as an authoritative figure. So it's a fine line, and it's okay if they don't like you sometimes, because that's normal. But I think it's really important for us to communicate with the kids on their level. And just because we say, well, damn, I done tried everything. I offered to take the boy out to eat and to go and play basketball, but he don't like doing that kind of stuff. Did you ask him if he wanted to go do X, Y, and Z? And you know that he likes to skateboard. Did you ask to take him to the skate park? And just in offering to do the things that they want to do, not the things that we want to do with them.
Gotcha. Because even with that said, I know sometimes, I know plenty of people that have tried to do like you said, A, B, and C. They've tried to do every damn letter in the alphabet. Still, the kids still just wasn't receptive to it. Okay, cool. I appreciate your insight, especially your professional insight. Have you ever been to the YouTube channel Changing Lives?
No, but I will definitely be checking it out.
Okay, we got over 600 videos on the YouTube channel, so please go there and subscribe when you get a chance. And I really appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir, I can do that. You guys have a good one. Thank you.
You too. Take care now. Thanks.
You too. Bye.
Yes, I say loud.
I did, but I forgot. So go ahead. I
Okay,
forgot
cool.
what I was gonna say.
My mama ain't been on and everything.
Your mama do not get on no more early. You know she don't get on till the last 10 minutes of the show.
How about my mama called me talking about y'all starting at 8 or 8:30?
We've been starting at 8 for 5 years now. Mama busy.
Nah, Miss Charlie got my mama busy. Mr. Charlie got my mama busy.
And you was being a bad child.
Yeah, exactly.
She was messing up her dating.
Yeah, she coming in the end of the damn show.
Trying to get your child, no time in.
You know, hey, that was a good point. It was brought up because again, man, when you ask sometimes, is it warranted? Again, the night show. This is Change Life hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burton. The night show. We're asking the question: does your child behavior affect you in dating? Sometimes you ask, is this stuff even warranted? And that's the thing about it. Sometimes, kid can like you or not like you, know what I'm saying? And on the flip side of it is, a lot of time when I'm asking this question, this is the other part about it. You got people that date, men and women, date people that know they don't want to deal with no damn children. And so you bringing somebody in, you got little Johnny, hey, want to play ball? No, little more.
No, Johnny.
Bring Corey Holcomb to your house. Yeah. No, look, go on outside. Me and your mama finna go in the back and wrestle.
Right.
Don't ring on the door. Here, $1. Don't come knock on the door.
$1 ain't gonna get you. They need food.
Yeah. Just don't bother me and your mama, man. You hear your mama holler, she all right, you know what I'm saying? And people bring people around knowing that they don't want to be around children. And so those kind of things, like I said, from the child perspective, we can be warranted, not warranted. I think some people have to be realistic about who they're dealing with when those particular things happen, man. Because that's real talk, man. That real talk. That
Mama said, hey.
What's up, Mama?
She said, really poochie.
Really poochie. I'm sorry.
Miss Mixlot said I have not dealt with dudes because of how their children act. Men don't really meet my children. So that's what she says. And I'm gonna throw a little something in there. I remember, I'm older now, but I remember when I was a child, my mom was trying to bring home certain guys and all that. I was bad. I was a terror. But it was because of my experiences with those people or with who she was dating. Man, some of the things I would do to them guys, I was bad.
For no reason.
I had reason.
Yeah.
I didn't want them there. That was my reason. But I was a terror, especially when I got older. When I was little, I probably wasn't as bad. And I know people say, how you can remember that? But I can remember my childhood wasn't very pleasant. But when I got like 10, 12, oh my God. It was terrible. I remember one guy, I stole his car. I knew how to drive since I was 8.
How old you were when you took the car, Larry?
I think I was 12. Maybe 11.
That shot time. See, that's why the hell they got no wall. This shit right here. This that shot time.
I took the car and went and picked up my friend. We would ride around that car. And guess what? When the car ran out of gas, guess where we left it? Right there in the middle of the street.
I'll be damned.
Walked away.
See, Chicago, this is why. This is why.
Yeah.
I can share this now, guys, because, we grown and my mama could probably even attest to this. Like, when my sister... Me and my sister, 8 years, it's 8 year difference, 8 or 9 year difference between me and my sister. And I think when I was, especially got to age 10, 12, 13, now, I wasn't really receptive to any man coming around because I had a little sister. And anybody know me, I always been very, very overprotective of my sister. And so I was very, very funny about me. I never really, before my sister came, I'm cool. I go out here and play catch, and everything, it wasn't really a problem, But when my sister came, nothing ever happened. Nothing, ain't had nothing traumatic or anything happen. But I was very, very funny about any man coming around. So my mother, I'm talking about, I don't even know if I was gone a good damn year. Well, her ass got married, when I went in the Army. But I'm talking about, I know from the time my sister was born until I was 18, so you talking about about 10 years, like hell.
It wasn't happening.
It wasn't that happening. It wasn't nothing happening. So I can be honest about that, because sometimes, we go into this, some of the times, like I said, I wouldn't even have thought about it. That was just damn disorder. With kids just being whatever. I'm just still, and everything like that.
I think sometimes it's just, I try not to say a product of your environment, but I think I was bad because I really didn't have. And people tell me this all the time. I never got a whooping. I think I got one whooping in my life. I really didn't have any discipline type deal going on for me. I kind of was raising myself for forever. Let me tell it, since I came out to shoot, I feel like I was raising myself, but there really was no. The discipline that I got was from like my uncles or my aunts or sometimes, and since I didn't see them all the time, it wasn't all the time. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I said what I want, I went what I want, I did what I want. It was never a case of Leala don't do that, because it was the only person who did that was my best friend's mom.
Yeah.
And she checked me a lot.
Say something to you about that, yeah.
Yeah, she checked me a lot. But again, I wasn't around her every day.
Gotcha.
So in between them times that I wasn't around, so that
You got it just in.
right. So that part led up to when my mom started bringing guys around, which to me she always brought them around. That's what led up to me like, I ain't finna deal with this. Like, you ain't finna be checking me and acting like you finna whoop me. Like, it ain't going down like that. Like,
I got you.
You know.
Hey guys, remember the call-in number 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Was that piece of my man Run Derry, what he put in here? We can't let no other men come in the house and do the stepdaddy. Well, see, that's the thing with that. I'm just like I said. I know for myself, and I probably ran away some good guys. Mm-hmm. And again, my reason was I had a little sister, and it could be what you just said. Like, look, man, we got a lot of traffic. Y'all coming in. There's a lot of y'all.
Right.
I don't trust you. This, that, and that. So I get it. I'm not saying it may not necessarily be a reason, be it we deem it legitimate or not, why that's going on. But I do know it's a lot of people who sit here and is probably turn a blind eye to certain things, because again, man, I know how it is. That stuff real.
Mm-hmm. I guess I should ask the therapist, and I didn't think about it until just now. Do you think it's a case like when you're dating a young lady, she's got a son or a daughter, that they may have in their head that mom and daddy gonna get back together, or daddy comes around, they may not been together, but daddy comes around and I don't want him here if daddy coming, because you gotta realize kids still love the parent that they're not around. They still love the parent until something happens to where they don't. Until you know what I'm saying. So those things could be put in play with some of the children.
That's a fair point, lad. When I'm from the school of thought, you never know what the hell going on in somebody's head. Right. I would assume the further away they are from the breakup between mom and dad, kids are more realistic about, because that happened. But you never really know what the hell going on in somebody's head. Especially when they see things that you may not be aware of. Daddy come by, grab mama on the booty, mama giggle, they hug. They might be in there doing something that when the boyfriend or girlfriend isn't around, get to see. Kids get mixed signals with that. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I know me and my ex-wife don't never get nobody. My kids, they ain't never get back together. I know. No way.
There will never be no ex. No distance with me and my ex right here.
Hell no.
You get mixed signals because you will be with your eyes closed.
Exactly. Them smoke signals.
They sign language signals. We get anything. They stop signs or something, because you will not get any of that. Miss Smith, I said my youngest daughter fought for me and her daddy for years. As far as trying to get back together, I think that plays a big role. It played a role in my upbringing, because I never knew my dad, so that wasn't a case of me, necessarily saying, "Oh, mom and daddy gonna get back together." I didn't care nothing about that. But I think that plays a role sometimes. If the parent was in the house for a while and they decided to get divorced, the child may be influenced by it. Well, if Poochie here, mama ain't gonna get back to daddy, so I gotta do what I can to get Poochie out of here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I think probably maybe with my youngest son, he probably not necessarily think that. I think it's solid with my 3 older boys. But my youngest, which is Williams, 12, 13 this year, probably he was maybe with the first going through the divorce when he was like 9, 10 years old. He probably maybe like did some gray area stuff or whatever and everything. I think everybody's kind of entrenched in reality where we at right now. But like I said, you never know though, dog. You never know what's going on in somebody else's head. And I just say that hell, even going through a damn divorce, you think they cool, whatever. So you just never know and stuff like that. But I always try to be straight up with my children in regards to me and with their mama, like, hey, and everything, like, your mama, because boys are look as having sons. Boy don't really give a damn about dad. They love their dad, don't give a damn, but they very protective of their mother.
Right.
And I had to kind of just like, hey man, y'all want your mama to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Do this, that, and that, and maybe just leave dad the hell alone. Stop being such a but the daddy sometime. You know what I'm saying? Let her get a damn boyfriend.
Right.
Maybe she might not cuss at me as much. You know. But I'm serious. You just it's hard to put certain feelings. In your kids, not feelings, but more so ways of thinking, because they stuck on, I want that shit to be back where it was and stuff like that. You don't know how receptive they're gonna be.
Right. Kia from Texas says it's just best to be transparent with kids, with tact. They understand a lot. I agree. Let me ask you a question. We're talking about dating somebody with children, how it affects the dating. What about the people that have children that don't do anything for them? You get what I'm saying? Like, they not around giving you a hard time, but damn, they got these kids over here, and these kids ain't being taken care of about. They ain't doing nothing for these children.
And what you are?
Huh?
So when you say that they're not doing it, you talking about you dating somebody, you helping with the kids and the
No. You date somebody, they tell you they got kids, or you find out some kind of way. Nowadays it's really hard to hide a lot of things. And you found they got kids, but their kids they're not doing anything monetarily, physically, or anything with or for them children. They're kind of like absentee, abandoned dad, or I ain't gonna say dad or mom. They not doing anything for the children. Now it may be a case of where the mom says, I don't want you doing nothing for my child, or it may be a case of where the dad says, I don't want you doing nothing for my child. But in the string of things, they're not doing anything for these children. Would that be that would be an issue in the dating, right? Because even though I don't want to be around, I don't want to date anybody with children, I damn sure don't want to date anybody that's not doing anything, not taking care of their children.
That's the case. I'm just saying this kind of, I think, people that know me, like, one of my rules is, with my partners, if one of my buddies don't take care of kids, I ain't never had no buddy that don't do that.
Right.
They've been like, all us, like, whatever.
Right.
Now, how receptive, the mother may be, whatever, it's like that. But all my partners, that's one of my things. I ain't going to hang with you with doing that. But just dealing with somebody that you saying they may be a quote unquote, I won't say deadbeat, whatever, because
Right.
there's two sides to every story.
Right.
We're doing that. I ain't never been in that situation. I met a chick when I was in the Army. She didn't have custody of her kids. And, she had a store, and she was paying child support, whatever. This back when I was in Texas.
Right.
And everything like that and stuff like that, where we're doing it. And that was a real funky thing, because when the kids would come around, it was just, it was like, it was funky because they weren't around their mama that much, so they were kind of just
trying to get to know her.
Get to know her.
Then here you come.
Who the hell you is?
Right, here you come put sprinkles on the ice
That's
cream.
what the Army guy, yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll read right here. Veronica says, my boy is cool. It's my 29-year-old. They don't have a problem. She would say, quick, Mom, I don't like them. Hey, man, and that's the thing about it. You go in there with your damn, like I said, your damn flowers in your hand. And,
your best.
Hey, what's up, little man? What's up, little man?
Cologne.
Hey, young lady. What the hell wrong with her? You know what I'm saying? That'll take the air out of you.
Right.
When you just sit there, you being nice to everybody, and that happens and stuff like that. And you can't script that. You can't script that. You can, because a child can be respectful to you and don't like you, and that just make you like, man, I want to go back over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I want that drama.
Yeah, why don't they want to deal with that? And again, nobody disrespecting you. It just didn't like you. And sometimes that's something you want to sign up for, like, we're dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? It can be challenging. We're doing that. It can be challenging.
Miss Mixlot said she dated one dude who didn't take care of his kids. It was a damn science project for her. Never again. That dude was a whole bum, but I saw it through. Well, nice of you to see it through.
Glad you seen him, Miss Mixer lot.
Right.
Call that man a bum.
I'm calling him a bum.
He used to be a boo.
Oh.
I had Boo turn to a bum.
Babe,
Come on, yeah, babe, turn to a bum.
Up the opposite beat.
Come on, Miss Mix-a-Lot. Yeah. And that's some shit. Miss Mix-a-Lot, you need to call in and fix that shit. You need to fix that shit. How the hell, Boo, you turn to a damn bum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's funny as hell. Hey, guys, remember to call in number 678-740-9894. Again, 678-740-9894. We're asking the question, does your child behavior affect you in dating? I appreciate it. everybody that's called in so far. I've been having great conversations about the subject matter because, again, what I've been thinking is...
Let me get one statement off of Facebook.
Okay, cool.
Camilla Cammy Burton.
Oh, yeah. That's my sister.
That's how your nephew was when her and Quint got together.
Oh, Lord.
First start dating.
Hey, let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you something about my brother-in-law, Quint. Hey, man, my sister is a very unique person. Anybody know about how I am about my sister. I love my sister more than anything. But she is a very unique person. And I always say, man, I give a big shout-out to Quint because she unique, and that brother spent a lot of time with my nephew, and that's a real solid guy. So, man, big shout-out to Quint because I know you deal with my sister. Shit. And he loved my nephew, too.
Right.
Good dude. But, again, I don't think that's... and I'll say this too. I think my nephew is, and kind of like how my children are. He's just protective of his mom. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. Quint good dude though, and I'm glad he in their lives. Cause like I said, my sister, I ain't even gonna give my nephew. My damn sister handful. So
you must get right over the nephew.
Animal. I love you a little bit, but boy, but that's one of them things I don't think that's not uncommon for a child, especially not necessarily mom being with a lot of guys, but it's just that whole protection thing. Because a lot of times when a mom or any parent, father, whatever, they by themselves, the child may be kind of, parent looking like I want to protect my kid, but the kid can also have them same feelings. You know what I'm saying? And until maybe some kind of barrier is broken or whatever, however it comes about, if it comes about, that's not uncommon for that to happen. You just don't want the disrespect.
Right.
That'd be the thing, like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that could be something. Because like when Frank said about the little girl and everything, it's one thing. Like men, we handle a lot. Women don't be too receptive to a lot of stuff.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? And I even know that just me being a single father. But man, my sons don't give a damn about nothing.
They don't
They
care.
don't give a damn about that. Like I said, they crazy about their mama. You know what I'm saying? So but dad ain't gonna. Me personally, I don't think I would put myself or them in no bad situation. But boys like that natural, they can protect mama, make sure mama good and everything. But we start looking at it when we start having the discussion again. We're talking about, does your child behavior affect you in dating? Remember, guys, this is Change Live, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burton. We stream live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. The main hub is the Changing Lives YouTube channel. You can put in Deonte Burton, Deonte, last name Burden, Burden, in the search on YouTube. You'll see the little blue man icon pop up. Please subscribe to the channel. Over 600 videos, a lot of great information, a lot of great discussions on there. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a lot of good shows just like this one. And we got a lot more coming up too now because, tax season over, so your boy can breathe and talk. And y'all know I love talking.
Right.
But what they said, like what I wanted to bring up is a couple of like things that I think is very common. And when I have discussions with people, especially people start dating, especially me being married 20 years and getting back out there in the damn world and you see it, I don't think a lot of times people look at certain roadblocks. And what I mean by roadblocks, things that actually can cause conflict with other people and stuff like that. And guys, like I said, feel free to call in 678-740-984. These are roadblocks that I figure that a lot of times people don't think about it because most of the time people think their way is the right way, or what you mentioned earlier, it's a functioning way, so what the hell wrong with it?
Right.
And one of the first ones is just straight discipline. Some folks whoop they, beat they, whoop they, snap they, da. And some folks like, no, we're gonna talk, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go to timeout. And I'm gonna say this, and again, I had a good conversation with a friend of mine a couple of days ago. Everybody got different ways they do things. Corporal punishment, may be the way. With some parents, some may want to just talk or whatever. I think that is a very, very, very big issue that I think a lot of people need to discuss. Probably early in dating if they got kids. My philosophy is the end game. Everybody receptive to that, because when I say the end game, if your child turns out to be no matter how you raise them, a good citizen, respectful, grow up to be a great adult and everything like that. Shit, that's what you want, right? So we can't really trip too tough where, you know, things aren't necessarily unfolding or the way you get there, because we got different pathways. You go to any house in the neighborhood, everybody got different ways that they raising their kids. Some, like say, but I think just that whole, some folks just talk, some folks just beat the hell out of the kids, whatever. And I don't want to get a spanking confused with beating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people say, well, I don't want to beat them. It don't necessarily have to be a beat. You might pop them this, that, and that, you know, and everything. But it's very, you know, I think those are tough conversations because people can have a viewpoint. What we talked about before, facts and strong opinions.
Right.
You know, people have those strong opinions about certain subject matters, and they believe them to be facts.
Right.
Well, it's really just something you just got a great, strong opinion about. That, you know, that they can't be refutable. The facts we can't refute a fact.
Right.
And discipline is a big one, because sometimes people can sit here just go over and over and over again. Sometimes, you know, because you know your kids. One kid you got to damn, you know, dad whoop them. And then some of them you just give them that damn look, and that's it.
Right.
They're good because they don't want to disappoint you or whatever like that. And the person that you could be new to, they have a whole different way they look at things. So again, these are roadblocks we talk about that can kind of cause conflict with dating when we have children and stuff. That first one being discipline. The second one I think is major, and that's religion. You go to church, I don't. I believe in this, you believe in that. In my religion, we handle kids this way. Your religion, you handle kids this way. I believe going to damn church 5 damn days a week. You believe in going to it funerals. And, you know, that's what, you know, a lot of times that could be a real hell raiser.
Right.
Because far too often, again, these roadblocks aren't addressed until people get close. And they be so hell deep. What's that right there? See about the 420?
He says 420, and the white folks treat me better than the black folks ever did in Jackson, Mississippi. Facts. That's Walt's Red. He tooling all the shows. We gotta give him a slide.
I appreciate it, Walt's Red. Glad they were good to you in Mississippi.
Right.
But you know, like that religion is something, because again, you know, belief is belief. Don't make mine right, don't make yours wrong. And some people are very, very strict about wanting to raise their kids in a certain way. I know me personally, I believe in God, but we really don't go to church too often.
Right.
And I've never really, you know, and I've been okay with my children as they grow. If you want to go into a certain path to make you, if you want to go to Allah, if you want to go to Jehovah, whatever, I leave that to you as an adult to kind of make that decision, because whatever makes you feel better or whatever, go through life, I can leave that to you, but I don't really try to push that too much. I can just say how I feel, but I never, you know, whip too tough, because I wasn't raised that way, and I'm not saying that was it was wrong or it was right, but shit, I think I turned out pretty good.
Right.
So, you know, for me to have a strong view of this is what everybody need to do, I can't say that. Because I know how I was and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's kind of like, even though with a spanking here and there, I mean, my kids, damn William 12, I ain't whooping nobody now, because, you know, they damn hell, all my kids damn bigger than me.
Right.
But I'm saying that I never was like, no, just beating the hell out of them type. I like talking. And I wasn't raised in that either, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might got a whooping, but for the most part, it was more conversations and stuff. Don't make that way right, don't make another way wrong. But like I said, the end game. And that's kind of, I've always been in my kind of philosophy with that. But that religion, like I said, we're talking about these roadblocks that I think a lot of people don't discuss. Because the question is asked, does your child behave effectively in dating? We're talking about those roadblocks that can cause these dang issues. And the third one is being kind of like just straight behavior. Is that kid a damn fool? Like, just
straight a fool.
Man, you know, I got a former family member that they got one. I call him Speedy Gonzalez. He's something else, man. And it's just it's be amazed with me over the years. He's still the same way. Everybody just be sitting over there and just functioning. And I'm sitting over there. Do y'all see this little mother? He be jumping. Hey, he's still He's still like that too. Still like that. And I'm just sitting over here. Do anybody see this damn boy jumping from water? You know, me being me. Hey, boy, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? but it's like no one notices it. You know what I'm saying? It's like no one would ever. I mean, I used to just sit over there,
numb to it.
Yeah, numb to it. Hey, I'm finna jump off the roof. Hey, I'm going off the porch. Hey, I'm gonna nosedive off off the car, and everybody just sitting there like, yeah, girl, this, that, and that. I said, this crazy mother. You know what I'm saying?
Jump off the roof.
Years of that shit. Years.
I wasn't that bad. I wasn't like that. I was methodical with mine. I guess my problem was, and I guess that's why I gave my mom's boyfriends, whoever they were, you know, issues. You know what I'm saying? I gave them problems because there were times when I personally knew that I was doing wrong, knew that I was, and I just do it. I was like, I don't give a damn. Like, it was just, I don't know what it was about me and her dating somebody. I just felt like she shouldn't. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. As I got older and went to psychology and studied psychology in college, I just felt like she didn't deserve to be dating nobody else. Because I feel like you wasn't taking good care of me. Mm-hmm. So if I'm sad and struggling and trying to do this and that, why you gonna be happy?
Let me ask you a question. So, how did you ever grow out of that, or just like this how you was once you left? That went with you or whatever like that?
Once I got through my first year of college.
College.
Yeah, because I was only 15.
Yeah, I got you.
My first year of college, when I got that first year, it was okay. I got better with it. I mean, the conversation with my mom is different. We don't have really that much conversation. I tried to, but it's hard to do. Mm-hmm. But I felt different about it, but it wasn't until I got to college. I mean, that 12, 13, 14, and then once I got in my senior year of high school, 14, 15, I started focusing on other things. Because my goal now was, I'm finna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, she can do whatever she want to do. I'm not going to be here.
Gotcha.
Had I not been going to college or just been there in high school, I probably would have been worse.
Yeah. I think that behavior aspect, man, because a kid may be or may not be diagnosed with something, may be hard-headed as hell. People got different ways they handle their behavior, be it through counseling, be it through medication, be it through turning a damn blind eye and stuff like that. That shit hard for a person to come into. And I used to see this, I'm just saying, this is stuff, and even with being a mentor in the 100 and going to the schools and stuff like that, we get approached all the time from parents, specifically mothers. Hey, he need a man in his life. He needs somebody to talk to him. This, that, and that. And what I'm very adamant about, and I say this, this ain't no damn secret. We're here to help you, not damn substitute you.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, and I'm hearing this stuff like, I don't know what the hell you think this 1 hour. We're here to be not impressed. We want to be impactful on this young man. We want to be impactful on these kids, coming to them, mentoring them, talking to them and stuff like that. But we're only around them 2-3 hours a week at most.
Right.
We can't make that kind of significant impact where it cause, great behavioral changes. That makes sense. And a lot of times people want to, because again, for you to start doing certain things, it's gonna cause a lot of changes are going to come from home, from mom and dad. We're doing some things, change some structural stuff and everything. And I don't think a lot of times people want to make that commitment. They want it. But they want to make a commitment to make it change. Same thing you do if you want to change your health, your weight, your appearance, your career, and stuff like that. You gotta make some uncomfortable changes to make changes, because if you're doing the same shit, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You just be sitting there dreaming and praying and wishing and stuff like that. But in order for certain things to change, you gotta make some tough decisions or tough moves for that to happen. I think that happens a lot with doing that. But again, like I said, that behavioral stuff. Again, we're talking about roadblocks that can come up. That's a biggie. Because it's not just hard-headed as hell. Like, when you see, there have been no shortage of videos where you see the kids and the teachers and stuff like that, and I was, it'd be cool to listen to the comments about, the kid was wrong, the teacher was wrong, this, that, and that. And I just know, and I'm going to do a video about it, the thing with the teacher. And I read one comment the other day, and somebody posted, the teacher could have restrained the child. I don't know if I don't know. I know my damn woman, girl, or wife better not be restraining no damn child.
Right.
Like, what the hell? Why, if they're a teacher, why do they have to do that?
Right.
No, I don't want them tussling and wrestling with no damn child.
Right.
Like, no, I don't want them doing that. I want them to go there and teach and not be in a situation or environment where they got a damn restraint.
Right.
No. Why the hell, and those kind of things, a lot of times people know their child, and at that particular time, they may have just been disrespectful. And sometimes a lot of these kids are bad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because there were times I might have got fly to mouth with a teacher, never got overbearing, you know what I'm saying? I know she at WC coming to the school, I'm going to get a knot upside my damn head.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? And I remember I was at West Fulton, I was in French class running my mouth. I just knew she like, I'm going to call home. I knew everybody was at work. That lady came in and said, well, your granddad on the way. I said, God damn it. I knew it, boy. He said, fuck me up. I knew it. Man, my granddaddy throwing me in lockers up there at West Fulton. Who's your granddaddy done whooped his ass? Who's your granddaddy? Shit. Never again.
Never again.
Never again. And,
she got the wrong person.
That man was at home. He came up there, boy. God, dog. I remember that shit like yesterday. But those kind of things, like a lot of times people don't want to do stuff because, once I got to start fixing my kids and checking them, now people got to see it. I got to be embarrassed and all that kind of stuff. Whatever you feel, may come along with it. But again, we got to do these uncomfortable stuff. We want to fix it. So that behavior is one thing. Another roadblock may be education. I'm a big proponent. Some people want to send their kids, you dating a person, say like, you say, look, I don't, they send them to public school. I want to go to private school. The education system bad. You know me. At the end of the day, we can spend all this money to go to private school. They end up going to the same damn college you could have went to with a public school.
Right.
And they getting the same damn job.
Right.
What the hell was the purpose?
Right. What we spend all this money?
Yeah. When I started talking like that would everybody get mad. If your child leaves the private school and goes to Harvard, Princeton, or Yale, I get it. But if they end up going to Fort Valley, West Georgia, and you don't spend all this money for them to go to, Woodward and want some other private school, you're a damn fool.
Right.
You cannot make sense of that to me. I don't ever try to get into what people do. And let me change. I won't say they're a damn fool, because whatever you want to get them educated. But if you know that financially it's causing a burden on you to do that, and they still get to the same end game that the kid at the public school went to,
people know their children.
Come on, man.
They know who they got.
Come on now.
They know their children. I mean, they may be getting to know them when they're little, but by the time they get certain age, they know their children.
Yeah, and like I'm a firm proponent of the end game. But again, everybody don't think like me. But I think those kind of things where people saying, just we breaking our neck to go here and now. The person you with, they walking into it. Why the hell are we struggling and spending this money to do that? And we can't even go on trips. We can't do this, that, and that, and all that. She ain't too damn bright. He can't read too damn good. You spend all this damn money.
He eat chalk.
Yeah, and then he eat chalk.
She's sniffing glue.
Well, man.
We gotta get this together.
Yeah, and those can be very, very tough things, especially if it's having a negative impact with you guys from a time and financial standpoint. Okay, and the last roadblock is just kind of just parental philosophy. You want to, let you're more so like from, hey man, look, I'm an adult, you a child. I really don't want all that damn lip.
Stay in child's place.
Yeah, stay in the child place. But you got this child sitting here with grown folks talking and moving a certain thing, giving their damn input on shit that they ain't even got nothing to do with.
Talking about.
Exactly, and stuff like that. And you just like, what the hell going on? I want them to be themselves. I want them to say who they are and all that kind of stuff. And you got to be realistic again. That's why I think people really don't. What people don't get in regards, I'm asking the question, does your child behavior affect you in dating? People don't really look at it from the perspective of what they think is natural or right. Everybody else don't see it that way. Don't make your way right or wrong, but you need to be honest with yourselves in regards to how you see the world. That's how you see the world in your lens.
Right.
And you kicking it with somebody and you feel like, okay, they should be receptive. This is how I move. Well, no, everybody gonna be that way.
Right.
And the best you can do is just hope that you can run across somebody that can be respectful of that, and you can be respectful that way, and hope you can have some kind of happy medium. But those are the kind of things that people I don't think about. Well, this is mine. I'm taking care of them. You ain't got to worry about it. But shit, I got to deal with you. And the remnants that come out of that, I still got to hang in there and deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If all your money is spent, going back for school, paying for private schools or getting certain things, or if you spend most of your time going back and forth to the school, you got to get them moved out of this school, put in another school, that's affecting us. And I don't think people really just look at it from that perspective.
Right.
We're doing it, with doing it. Be it right or wrong, however you want to look at it. So those are a couple of the roadblocks. Again, tonight we're talking about, does your child behavior affect you in dating? So you're not a ram my mouth, with all these different things can happen. I try to come up with a couple solutions. We're doing it. And I think when I say solutions, these are probably things that you can help. If people say that, you meet people and you have issues with the kids and stuff like this. So I want to kind of just things that maybe can help people. And I do think if you meet with somebody and you see, hey, this kid is something else, first thing you can do, probably the simplest thing is just run. Shit. Run, duck, whatever.
Right.
I can't deal with L. I can't deal with a little crazy one.
Right.
I told Joker walk out there, what up, D? I mean, he got his whole balls hanging out.
Run.
Balls hanging out.
Run.
What up, D? Twirling his little dread.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't get the hell out of here.
Early.
Yeah, scratching his stomach. I mean, smelling like it's a damn dispensary up in there. What the fuck going on? Mom, you cook?
Oh.
Wrong. Mom, you cook? You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Lord have mercy. And like I said, run. And then, you can also have early conversation. And then you can run again after that. Shit. What you think?
Conversation's not going right? Run.
You can also try to be open-minded and be receptive. I do think that's probably one of the toughest things, because I do think the older we get, the less flexible we get.
Real.
We get less flexible. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. But you also think theoretically, like, you got to be realistic with what's out there. Especially if you start inventorying yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at it like, look, man, I got shit going on. She got shit going on. Let's see if our going-ons can kind of mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying? Because what it is, a lot of times people just don't look at their going-ons as being that bad. That's the issue. What happens most of the time, but unfortunately, it is.
Some people, yeah.
Exactly. And last, I just think people just need to learn how to just adjust. Pivot and adjust with certain things and stuff. You like that person, they like you. How can y'all make shit happen and everything? And that's all about how much you can deal with it. Because again, far too often, I do think that people can miss out. Fate's something else. And so you're not always going to be in a situation where, that dream girl or that dream guy falls into your lap. You feel me? And
Slick say her child made people love him. He never met a stranger. That's true. He was a very outgoing person, so he was not introverted. He was extroverted real hard. So yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah, and you like when you get in those situations. You like when you get in those situations. But I told you that little ex-family member, that little joke. Shit.
Right.
Instead of be always talking about, I can't find nobody. You wonder why. Shit. I can tell you why.
Let's put two and two
Speedy
together.
Gonzalez over there.
get four.
Boy, I used to be over there like, hell no.
Right.
It would just be so funny. Like I said, like, everybody sitting over there. Yeah, y'all see this just running around?
You're right.
Ain't nobody saying nothing. I'll grab them.
That's they normal.
Hey, man.
That's they normal.
Hey, man, act like ain't nothing going on. Just acting a damn triple fool. But yeah, adjustments, just be receptive to it. And that's about the best thing they can do, man. But again, man, it's been a great discussion. I think that, and I do want to continue to have discussions just like this one we have tonight, so we all can kind of learn and grow from each other in regards to this. Because I do think, there are a lot of people out there that are single parents, that do have kids, that are great kids and stuff, but we do just need to probably do a better job of assessing ourselves, assessing the situations, and kind of learn how to make, pivots and adjustments with that and everything. If you do have certain things going on with your child or whatever, being honest about that, and being honest about what you want to bring into your lives and what you want to put on another person and everything. I thought it was very, what's the young lady from Texas said? Very, Kia, I thought it was very important when she said there is no right time to know. You just got to kind of like feel and know from that. But you know what the hell you got going on. Most of you really know what you got going on with that, man. You really do. And I think far too often people just don't want to be honest about it.
That's it.
So listen, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Love the discussion tonight. We're gonna have a lot more coming up. I'm gonna do a live feed probably tomorrow, early in the day, discuss about the thing about what happened. I think was that in North Carolina. I think that was. But I mean, I just want to have those discussions. I did a video on that before, in regards to kids' behaviors and everybody looking at certain things. Not from just like a dating standpoint, but just understanding how why everybody had a discussion, why everybody have different reactions in regards to how kids should behave and how situations should be handled. So I look forward to that. But again, guys, if you are one of our tax clients or did business well this tax season, I want to tell you again, thanks from the bottom of my heart. Also, guys, make sure you get a chance to go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, entrepreneurship, investing. Again, that's Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. Got a lot of great information, about 600 videos on that YouTube channel as well. So again, make sure you go there and check that out, subscribe to the channel. But again, thanks for all the love and support. Love you guys, I appreciate it. Be back in a couple weeks, and until then, be back here in a couple weeks. We'll be back here next week with Mr. Short Dollar. But until then, guys, love you all. Appreciate the support. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And I'll talk with you soon.